oh, and here's the red dress and corduroy. No. And the person that you want to do it is
to vacuum my room.
Obviously, you're deranged.
You tell me whenever you're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready, okay.
So let's get into this.
Oh, Lord. I'm leaving. Kyle, go get her. What is she doing? And she's limping.
Okay,
let's get into this and get it done.
She said that was very sweet of you.
Hello. Hey, Queen. I think I'm going to put my other sheets on my bed today. I don't know yet. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Like a relentless
Depends on what's really teased out here today.
colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need it.
Well, excuse the hell out of me.
With Tremfya.
Wait, why y'all so dirty?
For Crohn's disease. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
Oh, okay. Much better. My bad, y'all.
No sweat, man. I'll get my OxyClean. It's time for my friends to meet him.
I need to start using my heated blanket.
Grease stain fighter. OxyClean Max Force. Spray
you know,
now,
I
wash for
don't
7 days
say.
later. It's not clean unless
Somebody
it's
dog ran away earlier. I don't know, it was like a brown and white dog.
She said that was very sweet of you.
He was just roaming the streets. Just roaming the streets.
Focus. Are we shocked?
Thanks, Queen.
Get out of the way.
This is Kathy crashing the catwalk, and I have never seen it. Not in all of my
Then after
experience.
this, we gonna do some homework. We got a quiz Friday. I'm finna ace that.
Oh my
I don't
God.
care. Finna ace the hell out of it.
Walk that with the girl. Okay. This looks absolutely beautiful. It looks very expensive. No less. I feel like this is looking very professional. Just walk slowly. Oh my God. Listen, I don't think such a death is but I saw her and store, and that was a really big moment. And now here she is putting on a fashion show.
There you have it, Queens. Y'all notice everything? What they notice?
It's really special for me. My 22-year-old daughter, Porter, is in
What
the
happened?
audience, and I hope she's proud of me. Who's not in the audience is my mother, and she was supposed to be here, but unfortunately she's not. And I think she'd be proud of me. Thank y'all.
It's hot today, honey. Somebody gotta put me on the crop top with my biker shorts. I'm showing off my moose knuckles. Somebody gotta put me on the crop. last night, y'all. That shit was fat. Honey Nut Cheerios to be exact. That shit was so damn good, I can't cap it to you.
Did you love Jay?
I cannot cap it to you.
And of course I love Jay.
That shit was absolutely magically delicious.
God. To have my friends,
Ooh.
this group of friends, congratulate me, and they're actually, they see
Good thing I got a couple little things for dinner. I think I need to stop and get some Sloppy Joe mix. Because he got football practice again today. We ain't going to get home till about 8. And I am not going to want to cook no full-ass meal. He got 2 more days left of school. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So excited and so happy. Say's gonna wash her on. I cook, I clean, but this mouth don't shut up. Thanks for the gifts, honey. Baby, 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 baby. Where is Benny? Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's right there, actually. What y'all got up today? Being productive? Order. Is you really got your money or not? I need to charge up my damn calculator. That's what I need to be doing. What am I doing for Benny? Benny is not gay anymore. He said he's been delivered, honey. Took him to church a couple Sundays back, and he was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable being a gay cat anymore. So I was like, okay, King, that's your prerogative. So Benny is not gay as of today. Maybe he'll be gay tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? But as of right now, respect him. Because he said he's not gay anymore. All right, let's get into it. You got a new job tomorrow? Period. Pooh. Get that bag. Don't let it get you, queen. Don't let it get you. In each part, state the x coordinates of the inflection points. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Thanks for the gifts, honey. Oh, yes. Get ready for that interview, bitch. Don't be a bum. The curve is the graph of F. Huh? What are they talking about? I would say the inflection point is 3 and 5. Did I get that right? Oh, I got it right. Okay. Okay, I guess. The curve is the graph of the derivative of F. What? The derivative of F? What are they talking about? Well, I'm guessing the positive and then the down is... And that's the 0. Okay. She was a fairy. Oh, shit. My bad. Okay, the curve is the graph of f of f. I mean, derivative of f. Okay, so if it's the derivative, then that means the slope is going up, then it's going down. I don't know. I do not know this one. I'm going to guess, though. I'm going to guess that the inflection point is 2, 4, and 6. Oh, shit! I got it right? Ah! Oh, snaps. Hold on. All right. Exactly. Okay, the curve of the graph is the second derivative of f. Now, this way you lost me. The second derivative is the derivative of the first derivative. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, it's no points of inflection. Let's see. It's no points. Wait. Let's just say it's no points. It's no points. 1 and 7. Let me see. 1 and 7. Okay, you got me there. You got me there. I watch the moon. Can't stop thinking of you. Benny, don't come over here bothering me. I beat your ass. Benny, leave me the hell alone. It's gonna get nasty up in here. It's gonna get real nasty. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Find the intervals. Okay, we got this. I watch the moon. Okay, first of all, I got a shot of dopamine when I was talking shit about somebody with my sister earlier. Maybe I do like talking about people. It felt really good, y'all. I was dropping off movies to my sister when I go to class, and we was getting into some tea, and I felt fulfilled. I felt so good. Like, I love talking about other people. Like, I ain't have a problem. I love minding other people's business. Like, I felt so good. And then we was just getting into it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I felt so nice. It was just beautiful, I'll be honest. It was beautiful. Y'all too? Okay, for real. Her. All right, I'm finna teach y'all how to find the first derivatives of the limits and the maximums and the minimums. So when you first get an equation, you want to find the derivative of that equation. Really, you just times by the whatever the exponent is, you times the constant by that exponent. So if you got 2x to the cubed, it's 6x squared, okay? So we got 6x squared minus 30x plus 24. Now you want to set this to 0. Since I think all of these are factors of 6, we're going to take 6 out. And then we're going to be left with x squared minus 5x plus 4. Then you want to factor what's in the parentheses that multiplies to be 4 but adds to be negative 5. What do you guys think? What multiplies to be 4 but adds to be negative 5? Anybody have anything? What multiplies to be 4 but adds to be negative 5? Are y'all dead ass? What multiplies to be 4 but adds to be negative 5? It's negative 4 and negative 1. Because negative 4 and negative 1 times together is 4. Negative 4 plus negative 1 is negative 5. Okay? Get y'all motherfucking minds right. Negative 4 and negative 1. Okay? Now, you want to factor. So since you got negative 4, you got x minus 4. And then you got negative 1, so you got x minus 1. All right? Boom. Now, the zeros of this function are what? If we have x minus 4, what is it? What do you think would, if you set x minus 4 to 0, what is going to be x? Solve for x. 4 and 1. Good job, good job, good job. So we have x equals 4. These are the critical values of the derivative line, okay? These are the critical values of the tangent line to a curve, okay? So you have x equals 4 and 1. Now what you want to do is, you got to put these on a number line. So you want to put 4 right here. You want to put 1. Now you want to find a number to plot to all of these. So if you in between 1 and 4, find a number before 1. We're going to put in 0. Now you need a number between 1 and 4. We're going to pick 2. And then a number after 4, we'll pick 5. Okay? So you have to plug in these numbers back into the original equation, not into the derivative. Plug it into the original equation to find out if it's increasing or if it's decreasing. Okay? So the function of 0. 0 minus 4 is going to be negative, right? Okay. Negative. 0 minus 1 is negative. So when you have a negative times a positive, what do you get? When you have a negative times a positive, what could it be? Positive. Good job, good job, good job. So that's going to be, since it's positive, it's greater than 0. Whenever your first derivative of a graph is greater than 0, that means your slope of the tangent line is increasing, okay? This is all so we can get this to graph the equation, okay? So when you have positive first derivatives, you have an increase into the graph. Now, let's plug in 2. So 2 minus 4 is going to be a negative. 2 minus 1 is going to be a positive. What do you get when you multiply a negative and a positive? What do you get when you multiply a negative and a positive? Negative. Good job. So whenever your first derivative is negative, that means your graph is in decreasing. Less than 0 means your graph is decreasing in that part of the graph, okay? Now let's do the function of 5. 5 minus 4 is going to be positive. 5 minus 1 is going to be positive. You got all positives. It's increasing. So now, since you plugged in all these numbers and tried them out, you have negative infinity to 1 is increasing. Okay? From 1 to 4 is decreasing. And from 4 to positive infinity, it's increasing. This is going to be easier to sketch our graph, okay? Because from negative infinity until you get to 1, you're increasing. So all you need is a line going up from negative infinity until you get to 1. Stop. Then from 1 to 4, your x values of 1 and 4, you got a line that's going down. Stop at 4. Then from 4 to infinity, you got a line that's going up. So it's already, you already know you could have 3 zeros, okay? So there we have it. Did they want us to sketch the graph for this one? They don't want us to sketch the graph. All right, so do they want us to use the second derivative test? Are y'all ready to get into the second derivative test? I don't think y'all are ready for because this was just the first derivative test. Are we ready for the second derivative test? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it, okay? So since we have our critical numbers at 4 and 1, we're going to go ahead and find the second derivative, which is just the first derivative of the first derivative, okay? So the second derivative is going to be 12x minus 30. Okay? And then you set this to 0 to find, this is how you find your point of inflection. Oh, they don't want the point of inflection, so we don't need to do the second derivative test. We don't need to do that right now. We're not going to do extra work. We don't need the point of inflection for this problem, so we don't need to do that one. We already have our critical points, which are 4 and 1. Okay? So now we plug in 4 back into the original equation and 1 back into the original equation. And there you will have your local max or your local minimum. Now because, wait, this one is positive, this is negative, and this is positive. So from negative infinity to 1, we're positive. And then at 1, we switch to negative, which means that would be a local maximum point, okay? So our local maximum point is going to be at 1 comma y value. And then at 4, it goes from negative to positive. So our local minimum is going to be a 4 comma y value. Now we just have to plug it into our calculators. We could actually, can I add this in my head? Absolutely not. Let's try it. Fuck it. So plug in 1. 1 cubed is 1. 2. So that's 2. Minus 15 is negative 13. Negative 13 plus 24. Negative 13 plus 20 is 7 plus 4 is 11. Minus 5 is, what the fuck is 11 minus 5? 6. 6. So local maximum is 1/6. Let me just put that in the calculator just to double check, okay? Just to fucking double check. You always want to recheck your work, especially on tests. I know you trust yourself. You are smart, but you never know. Sometimes you overthinking, and sometimes you done added something up that just really wasn't even supposed to be added. So, and it's right. Now let's do 4. So 4 cubed is 64. We're going to go with 64. 64 times 2 is 128. 128. 128 minus 15 times 4 squared. 15 times 16 is, yeah. Yeah, absolutely not. I watch the moon. Negative 21. So our local max is 1/6. Our local minimum is 4, negative 21. And our increasing is negative infinity to 1 from 4 to infinity. And decreasing is 1 to 4. Let's see if we got it right. Increasing negative infinity to 1. Decreasing. Local max is 1/6. Local minimum is, okay, we got it. We got it. Good job, you guys. Good fucking job. This gonna be an easy quiz, y'all. I'm telling you. This gonna be an easy quiz, honey. Didn't we do this in class? Oh, no, the other one had the x in front of the sine x plus cosine x. Now, this one has restrictions. When you have restrictions, you have to plug in the restrictions you have in order to find that end behavior of the graph. So, because we didn't have restrictions for the first problem, y'all, when I say restrictions, I mean if they give you an equation and they say graph this equation with the domain having to be between negative 6 and 5, then that's your restriction, negative 6 and 5. So you would have to plug in negative 6 into the original equation to see what is it doing there, and then you have to plug in 5. But because we didn't have restrictions, it's okay. We have restrictions on this one, which is 0. They don't want any x's except x's between 0 and 2 pi. So this is going to be a trigonometric trig function, okay? So let's find the derivative. Anybody know the derivative of sine x? Who knows what the derivative of sine x is? Anybody know what the derivative of sine x is? Cosine x. Good job. It's not negative cosine x. Don't mix it up. Because the derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. But the derivative of sine is just plain positive cosine x, okay? And then I just told y'all the derivative of cosine x, negative sine x. Now your first derivative equation. Now you want to set this to 0. You want to set this to 0. Cosine x minus sine x equals 0. How do we want to go about this? I really struggle with the trig functions of solving them. I'll be honest. So honestly, for this one, cosine x would have to equal the sine of x, but that just doesn't make any sense, you know? It doesn't make any sense because if you look at the pi circle, cosine x and sine x are never the same unless you are in pi over 4. Pi over 4, you're gonna have the same values of x and y. You're gonna have square root of 2 over 2. So maybe this is pi over 4. I think this is pi over 4. I think this is pi over 4. But also, don't be mixed up into thinking it's pi over 4 k pi. Pi over 4, if you do pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, you're not going to get the same because one is negative. So if you have negative square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2 over 2, you're going to get negative something. Only works if it's both positive, okay? So let's do our x's are pi over 4. And it's all between 0 and 2 pi, y'all. So think of all the positive square root of 2 over 2. Or you could even do but 2 negatives. If you have a negative square root of 2 over 2 minus a negative, you're going to add that. So it's going to be 0. So we can do in quadrant 3, 1, 2, 3. If that's 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4. 5 pi over 4. Okay? These are your critical numbers, you guys. Okay? So put those on the line. And now you have pi over 4. And then you have 5 pi over 4. Okay? Find something to plug in before pi over 4. So what do we want to plug in before pi over 4? Let's just do... Let's do 0. Fuck it. Let's do 0. And between pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4, let's do pi. Let's do pi. Fuck it. And then between 5 pi over 4 and 2 pi. Oh, wait, we can't do 0 because remember, that's our restrictions. So let's just do pi over 2. No, that's not between there. Let's just do pi over 6. That's the only one that's left between there. Pi over 6, and then you have pi. And then you have between 5 pi over 4 and 2 pi. Let's do 3 pi over 2. We're going to do 3 pi over 2. All right, boom. So we got pi over 6. So remember, we're putting this back into the original equation, you guys. Oh, actually, no. We're putting this into the derivative, okay? The cosine of pi over 6 is positive. The sine of pi over 6 is positive. But they're actually subtracting it. What the hell is this? That's because it's not multiplying. What is pi over 6? Pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 2, 1/2. Square root of 3 over 2 minus 1/2 is still going to be positive. It's still going to be positive. Now let's do pi. Pi, the cosine of pi is -1. Sine of pi is 0. -1 minus 0 is -1. So that's going to be negative. And then 3 pi over 2. The cosine of 3 pi over 2 is 0. 0 minus -1 is 1. So that's going to be positive. Okay. And then we have to find, oh no, we just need to find where it's increasing. Okay, so from 0 to pi over 4, it's increasing because it's positive. From pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4, it is decreasing. And from 5 pi over 4 to 2 pi. Make sure you have brackets next to your 0 and your 2 pi because those are included in the domain. It said x has to be equal to or less than 2 pi equal to. The equal to means you need a bracket, so it is included. Increasing. All right, boom. And then what else we need? Local max or minimums. So since we have the shape of our graph in our head already, let's find our local maxes and our local mins. So basically, you just plug in pi over 4 into the original and 5 pi over 4 into the original, and let's see what goes on. We can figure out which one is the max and the min by looking at our number line. So since it went from positive to negative at pi over 4, that is going to be a local maximum. And that is going to be pi over 4, comma, y value. And then a local minimum is our 5 pi over 4 because it went from negative to positive, comma, our y value. Now, the original equation is sine x plus cosine x. So The sine of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2 over 2. What the hell is that? Square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 is 1. Wait, that don't make sense though. 1/3 plus 1/3 would be 2/3. So 2 square root of 2 over 2. Nah. That would just be square root of 2. Square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 would have to be. It would have to be something. It would have to be 2. It would have to be. Let's see. Square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2 over 2 is 1.414. What the fuck is that? Let's do 2 times square root of 2 over 2. Oh, so it's square root of 2. Oh, we should just square root of 2. Okay, I knew the 2's canceled or something, but okay, it's 2. Pi over 4, 2, and since 5 pi over 4 in this one is just going to be negative. It's going to be negative 2. Okay? Now let's see if we got it right. Increasing on 0 to pi over 4, yes. 5 pi over 4 to 2 pi. Decreasing on pi over 4 to 5, yes. Local max is pi over 4 to square root of 2. Square root of 2? It is square root of 2. I just forgot to put the 2. Okay. Pi over 4 to square root of 2 and pi over square to negative square root of 2. We did it, you guys. Good job. Gotta pay attention to them square roots and I don't be working too fast, honey. Alrighty. Okay. I think because I actually been showing up to class on time, I'm actually, you know, kind of getting it the fuck in out here in these streets. I need a daddy, that's what it would be. My mother, my brother, my sister and me. Right now, I'm just factoring the derivative, you guys. All right, what multiplies to be -3 but adds to be -2? What multiplies to be -3 but adds to be -2? Hurry up, you guys. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. 3 times -1. Beautiful. Oh, wait. It has to add to be -2. It has to add to be -2, not 1. I mean, not 2. -2. So you want to switch those. It would have to be -3 and 1. Yes, yes, yes. Good job. Good job. So now we have x minus 3 and we have x plus 1. The critical numbers are 3 and -1. And now we make our number line. -1, 3. Let's do -2. Let's do 1. And let's do 4. All right. So we have a positive in the front. -2 minus -3 is a negative. And -2 plus 1 is still a negative. So negative times negative is going to be positive times positive, greater than 0. So it's increasing on that interval. Now let's do 1. So we got a positive in the front. 1 minus 3 is going to be negative, and 1 minus 1 plus 1 is going to be positive. So now you have a decreasing interval right there. And then 4, you got a positive in the front. 4 minus 3 is positive. 4 plus 1 is positive. Greater than 0, it is increasing. So from, do we have restrictions on this one? Find the intervals on which f is concave upward or concave downward. All right, I got you. This is where we got to do the second derivative test. I should have started this on the next page. Okay, so it's increasing from -infinity to -1. It is decreasing from -1 to 3. and it is increasing from 3 to infinity. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. Now they want us to find the concavity of it all, okay? They want us to find the concavity of it all, queens. So let's go ahead and find that second derivative, which is going to be 6x minus 6. Yeah, we had one like this in class. 6x minus 6. That is the second derivative. And when you set that to 0, x equals 1. So that is the point of inflection. Point of inflection has an x value of 1. You don't know what the value of y is until you plug 1 back into the original equation. And that is how you find the real point of inflection. But let's find the intervals for where it is concave upward or concave downward, okay? So let's sketch the graph. We got -1 and we got 3, right? -1 and 3. Three and -1, okay. And then we know our point of inflection is going to be at 1. So we know, do we want to find the y-intercept? Let's see. Do we, let's find the y-intercept. Let's find it. So the y-intercept for this one is going to be 0, 4. Y-intercept is 0, 4. We're going to put that right there. Okay. We don't really too much care about the x-intercepts. We just need to know a full gist of what's going on, okay? So, from negative infinity to -1, it is increasing. From negative infinity to -1, it is increasing. So let's go. Oh, wait. I didn't find the local mins or maxes. My bad. I didn't find the local max or the local minimum. So the local max is going to be at -1. So plug in -1. -1 cubed is -1. Minus 3, -4. Plus 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. So we got -1, 9 is the local maximum, and the local minimum is going to be 3 cubed is 27 minus 27. 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. 0 minus -27 plus 4 is -23. -1, 9, 3, -23. -1, 9, and 3, -23. We're just going to put that down here, okay? So like we said, from negative infinity to -1 is increasing. Once you get to that point, it's decreasing until you get to 3. 1 to 3 is decreasing, right? 1 to 3 is decreasing. Till you get to 3, and then from 3 to infinity, it is increasing. So you have this graph. Now the points of inflection, let's find the y value for the point of inflection. Let's find it. If we got one minus 3, -2, minus 9, -11, plus 4, -6. So the point of inflection is 1, -6. Right here. So the intervals word is concave downward is negative infinity to 1. It is CD. And then 1 to infinity, it is CU. Let's see if we got this right, honey. CU on 1 to infinity, absolutely. CD on negative infinity to 1. The point of inflection is actually 1, -7. Did I add something up wrong? 1 minus 3 is -2. Minus 9 is -11. Oh, plus 4 is -7. You got me there. You got me there. That's the shit I get wrong on the quiz, my dumb ass. Okay. 17:23. What time is it? 1:45. E to the x over e to the x plus 2. All right, let's find the first derivative of this, honey. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. Okay. All right. Let's find the derivative of this. I'm gonna cheat on this one. This not even the right one. I done wrote down question 22 instead of 23. Lord have mercy. Okay, this is much easier. Okay. What the hell? What is the number between, we'll just do negative 1/2. Negative times negative times negative is less than 0. Negative times negative times positive is greater than 0. Positive plus negative, times negative times positive less than 0. Positive plus positive plus positive. So it is increasing from, decreasing, It is decreasing. Are they sure? Okay. It is decreasing from negative infinity to negative 1. This is negative. This is positive. This is negative. And decreasing from 0 to 1. Decreasing. And then from 1 to infinity is increasing. And from negative 1 to 0 is increasing. Okay. Find the local maximum and minimums. Okay. The local max. So it's decreasing to up and then positive to negative. Positive to negative is 0. And then it's going to be 2 local minimums at negative 1 and 1. Plug that in. Local max is 0, 3. It's also the y-intercept. And the local minimum is 1 minus 2, negative 1 plus 3 is 2. Plus 3 is 2. Negative 1, 2. And then 1 minus 2, same shit. Oh no, that's wrong. This is wrong. Because this is negative and negative, making it a positive. This would be 1 plus 2. Actually, no, it wouldn't. Because negative 1 squared is 1. And so it is 2. And then it's the same shit. 1 minus 2. And 1 plus 3, 2. Find the intervals of concavity and the inflection points. Okay. F prime at x equals 4 3x squared minus 1. Set that to 0. It would be square root of 1 over 3. Square root of 1/3. I don't want to do all that work and it'd be wrong, so let's just cheat. Square root of 3 over 3. Okay. I knew that though. I definitely. Plus 1 square root of, let's see. The square root of 1/3. Now the square root of 3 over 3. Oh, it's the same shit. Okay. Okay. Square root of 3 over 3, and then you gotta plug that into the equation to find, it can be positive or negative. Yeah, positive or negative. Okay, and then they plugged it in. Wait, let me make sure I got the 0, 3, negative equals to, okay, that's a mistake. And then increasing the negative 1 to 0, and 1 to infinity, decreasing negative infinity, negative 1, okay. I do not feel like doing all this work. So I'm just gonna cheat. It's concave, but it's concave down. We ain't good, but we still. We ain't good, but we still good. I think I like the first derivative test better. But we still gotta do the second derivative test. If they Just tell him. Second derivative test. Okay, x equals 1/2. I already knew that though from this. X equals 1/2. I don't care, I'm not doing the rest. I don't feel like it. Sketch the graph of a function that satisfies all the given conditions. 35. F prime of x is greater than 0. X less than 0. Okay. And f prime of x is greater than 0. F prime of f double prime of x is less than 0. Then it's a local max. I'm gonna cheat on this, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's just this. F prime of x. F prime of x is increasing, but increasing. Okay, whatever. What the fuck? F prime of x is greater than 0 if x equals 0, if x is less than 0, or if x is in between 2 and 4. F prime of x, okay, let me do a number line. Okay. So if x is, let's do 0 right here. Let's do 2 right here. Let's do 3. Let's do 4. Let's do -1. Let's do -2. Okay. If x is less than 0, or x is between 2 and 4. So between these two. the derivative of x is positive. Okay? And if x is less than 0, but not equal to 0. Positive, okay? The derivative of x is negative if it's between 0 and 2, okay? Negative. Or x is greater than 4. Negative, okay. The derivative of x is greater than 0 if x is less than 3 but greater than 1. So the second derivative is positive right here. And it's less than 0 if x is less than 1 or greater than z. Negative. Negative. Okay. The first derivative of 2. The first derivative of 0 equals the first derivative of 2, which equals the first derivative of 4, which equals 0. So, are those all zeros of the function, I'm assuming? Oh, that's where a maximum or minimum is. If it's going from positive down, it's a 0. 0 is a maximum. 0 has a maximum. And then up, down, 4 has a maximum. And then 2 has a minimum. Okay. All right, let's see. Got it right. 0. Why do they keep giving 6x minus 6? One minus 3 is negative 2 plus 4 is 2. And the points of concavity. The points of fucking concavity, man, is it's gonna be if it's gonna be up and then down, it's from negative infinity to 1 is concave down. And then 1 to infinity is concave up. And sketch the graph. Okay, I got that. So we have 0, 4. We have 2, 0. And we have 1, 2. So it is positive up to here, and then boom. Let's see. 0 to infinity, 0, 2, 0, 4, 2, 0. 1 infinity C, divided by B is 1, 2. Boom, we got it. I'll go pick up Minx.